constantly felt like I was banging my head against the wall trying to get through life. And it wasn't ever easy. Could I live in the mountains in a wheelchair? Like, how does that work? I gotta keep these shoulders nice and loose. After skiing all yesterday, they're a little sore in the morning. I'm trying to find the best way to keep warm. I grew up on a football field, basketball court, track. That was my life, was sports. It didn't matter what it was. Having my wreck, middle of football season, and my first thought, of course, was, I'm going to miss next week's game. You know, it wasn't, I'm never going to play football again. It was, I'm going to miss next week's games. Like, that's how huge it was to me to be able to play. I probably drank too much for a while. Got bad enough where I cut it out. I mean, it just got where I said, I can't do this anymore. You just have to make that decision where you've had enough and you're making a change. There's 20,000 things you could have done before your injury. There's still 15,000 things you can do. So you got the rest of your life to either do those 15,000 things or moan and complain about the 5,000 you can't do anymore.
Cold weather, -10.
My wife and I then came up here to Colorado on vacation, and we got back and I told her I want to move to Colorado. And within a year, we were up here. Being in the mountains, I mean, my wife could tell it. I felt alive. I felt excited again. I felt like this is where I want to be. Got a new job on a mountain at a ski resort, and I'm going to live in the town 5 miles away. Like, how much better does that get? First tracks every day. Nobody here other than me is coming to work. I'm the only guy in the building that's getting paid. Everybody else wants to be here, chooses to be here, and that makes Ignite special. My main goal is to get as many people skiing as possible, to feel the same experiences that I felt getting out here and skiing. The lessons that you get from coming up here, being on the mountain, skiing again, riding the chairlift is out of your ordinary daily life. It's something, some of our athletes haven't ever done. 2 weeks ago was the first time I skied so many runs I lost count, and that's the first time I've done that since I was 16 years old. I get on the chairlift and I think of all the times when I was a kid riding it up, all the times I rode with my dad. I've shed more than one tear on the... It's one that always still gets me because he passed away the year before I got this job. And that's special when you ride up with your dad on a chairlift all the time. For him not to now get to experience that I'm doing this, like I said, it hurts. He's a coach, and growing up, everything you do revolves around sports. Afterwards, everything you do still kind of revolves around that. Even though I had that long years, and that's probably why I was depressed in those times, because I wasn't doing anything. I didn't have this same stuff to talk to him about. As soon as I started taking lessons again, that was our conversation. So it was big for me to get that job, but it just not being able to share it with him was, one of the hardest things ever. As soon as I got it, the first thought was call him, and I couldn't. If any conversation I could have with him, that would be it. Hey, I'm skiing every day almost. I'm working on the mountain at our ski resort, doing what I told you I wanted to do 31 years ago. So it's been special. It just makes me smile that much more.
Video. Oh yeah, video. You look good.
I mean, if you look at the way he's skiing.
No, I was talking to Kevin behind me.
Have fun.
Oh, I will.
Every time.
You can have a lot of fun on the snow regardless of what you're in. I can't say that I had more fun skiing standing up 31 years ago as I'm having now on my set ski. At the end of the day, when you look back on it, do you want to think of those times when you gave up and didn't do something, or were you pushed through and did it?